and welcome to Diamond Painting Anonymous. This is the beginning of my 24-hour Josephine Wall Diamond Painting Challenge. So as you can see, I have got everything kind of laid out here, all of my drills, pens. I have, sorry about that, I hope I didn't move the camera too much. I have pulled out a bunch of colors that I'm going to need for the section that I'm going to be starting with. You can see I've already got these sections done. So I'm going to be moving on to these sections over here. And we'll see how far I get. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I hope to get all the way across the canvas here and then some, but we'll see. And I'm going to take a step back here so you can see this is my dining room table, and I've kind of got everything laid out, but you can see all of that is covering what is the canvas. So who knows how close I will get to being done. I'm hoping that things will go faster the longer that I go, but who knows. It is about 5 till as I'm filming this, so I have about 5 minutes to set up anything else that I need and make sure I have everything ready. I'm going to be posting updates on Instagram as I go. Hopefully that won't take up too much of my time because I do want to spend the majority of the time diamond painting. I tried to sleep in today so that I would have a little bit of extra energy. We'll see how that goes for me as well. Wish me luck, and I'll be back with another update. Okay guys, just another quick update. It is currently around 10:30-ish, so I've been doing this for 10 hours almost. And I've got quite a good section done. You can see from about here over is where I'm at. This section over here went really quickly. There was some multi-placing I was even able to do. I'm sorry my lighting is not the greatest, but I'm on my dining room table like I said, so I just have to make do with what I've got. I've got my magnifier over here, but I turned the light off because then it's too much light. You can see I still have my drills over here. You can see, I hope, how much progress I've made so far. And yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not tired, haven't started yawning. My ears are a little sore from my glasses rubbing on them because I have to wear reading glasses when I do up close work like this. And my back is a little sore. But other than that, I'm doing good. We'll see how I feel in another 2 or 3 hours. I think around 2 a.m. is where I may struggle, but I'm determined to get as much of this done as I can. I have wanted to work on this canvas for quite some time and haven't really had the time to do it just because it's so big and moving it around, etc., etc. I'm going to zoom in here and let you see kind of what I've been doing. And I hope you can see some of the sparklers that I've put in. I'm actually really loving them and how they're turning out, so I definitely am going to be incorporating that into more canvases as I go. But yeah, I think it's going well so far. We'll see. I'm still going, so I'm going to go get a drink and maybe change into my pajamas and get a little more comfortable. But I'm still going, so I will catch you with the next update. Okay guys, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, but it looks like I am, right? It is midnight. I am 12 hours in. Not tired yet. My eyes are getting tired, I think. I am taking breaks to get up and walk around, stretch my legs, stretch my back, switching pens to keep my hand from hurting. But I am learning where all the drills are, so I'm kind of getting to know where I need to go when I'm looking for a color, which is helpful because as you can see, it is confetti heaven or hell, depending on your stance. So that's where I'm at, 12 hours in. Not as far as I had hoped to be, but progress is progress, so catch you at the next update. Hey guys, this is the 4 a.m. update. Trying to be quiet because my husband is sleeping on the couch, trying to stay up with me in solidarity. He didn't quite make it. As you can see, I'm still going. However, I have slowed down quite a bit. My eyes are tired. I have started using my magnifying glass. On the upside, this section is not as much confetti. I can get it in shot here. And so I have been able to kind of go a little bit faster because it's not as much confetti as some of these other sections over here were. So I'm still holding out hope. Maybe I can get these last 3 sections done once it gets a little bit lighter and things in the household are kind of back to normal. My back is sore, but slightly better. I switched my chairs out. Instead of my dining room table, I'm using my crafting chair that I sit in. That has helped. I think it's about time I need to switch out the wax in my pens, though. I'm trying to switch them up, but my hand is getting tired. So, but I'm still going. And I am determined to get all the way through this. So I'm cold. I'm going to go walk around for a little bit, get the blood flowing again, stretch out the kinks in my back, and then get back to it. I'm actually pretty happy with the progress I've made already. But of course, I'd like to get more done. And I can't imagine how long this whole canvas is going to take me if just this little bit is all I'm going to get done in 24 hours. But I am trying to remember to enjoy the process as I go. And I'm still having fun, so I'm still going. See you guys at the next update. Okay, guys, I am 20 hours into this, and I feel like I've made progress. Not as much as I wanted. I've still got 4 hours to go. This section here is not complete. I've still got some drills to plug in, but it's almost done. So I'm hoping I'll finish that one and this one and maybe get to that one. If I make it all the way across, I'll be happy. I think I've hit my second wind. My eyes are tired, but I'm not as sleepy as I was just a few hours ago. So as you can see, I've got stuff scattered everywhere still. Although now the house is starting to wake up. So yeah, I've been posting my updates on Instagram. So if you want to go check those out, you can kind of see pictures as I go. Try to take a picture and update every 4 hours just because I felt like that was long enough to see some actual progress. As you can see, this section here was so confetti heavy, it took forever. Getting over in here into the peacock feathers has been kind of nice. Little more multi-placing, so it went a little bit faster. I am enjoying my pens, although my wax is not lasting nearly as long as I thought it would. So definitely been using my pretty placer and kind of switching pens out to keep my hands from getting tired. As you can probably tell from my voice is a little tired, but I'm almost to the end, so I will see it through. 4 hours to go, and then I will update you on how the finish is. See you at the end. Okay guys, last update. I have made it the 24 hours, so go me! I stayed up for 24 hours in a row, even though I'm really old and all I want right now is a nap. As you can see, from about here, get it in frame, here on is everything I managed to complete in that 24 hours. I wanted to get to that last square, but I just couldn't swing it. My eyes are so tired, and I bet my hand is going to be sore tomorrow, but she is gorgeous so far. And I hope you can see all the extra little sparkles in there. I put in a bunch of my DP with sparklers that I bought, my AB drills that I bought from them. You can see I've got them laid out with each box. All my drills are in DMC order. Somebody asked me about that, if I was going to reorganize them. There you can see my trash from this marathon session. I'm going to slow pan again here while I talk. I kitted mine up in DMC order. I considered doing them a different way. I've heard people organize them by color or organize them by like symbols. Unfortunately for me, that is not how my brain works. I did actually try at the beginning of this to pull all of the colors that I was going to need for this section right here. And I got to a point where I had to stop and put everything away because I like everything to be neat and organized. And with them all just kind of piled on the table, I was losing track of what was where. And so then when I went to go look for it, I couldn't find it again. So it's just much easier for me to leave it in DMC order. And then I kind of know, once I start working on a section, I get familiar with the symbols and I kind of know where everything is at now. I'm sure that will change as I go through the sections, because as you can see, we've gone from this really fancy, schmancy kind of blue sky, browns, and then blues into what I think is the bottom of her hair. I don't have the image in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then over into the peacock feathers that kind of trail down the back. So, this section was a little bit faster just because even though it doesn't look like it, I could do quite a bit more multi-placing. There were a lot more of the same colors versus the confetti party. That's what I'm gonna call it, the confetti party going on over here. But I managed to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I think I finished more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe it is 9. I don't remember now. I should have kept track. 9 sections done. I had 4 sections done from here to here was about here was 4 sections. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I wanted to get to that 10th one. So yeah, a little disappointed that I didn't get as far as I wanted, but super duper happy with how far I did get. I did have a small moment of panic during this section where I suddenly panicked and thought I had used the wrong drill. And because this was one where you could multi-place, I was like, oh no, it's going to be pretty noticeable. But it isn't. I didn't. It isn't noticeable because I didn't do it. I did use the right drill, but I was tired, and so I thought for a moment I had used the wrong one. Because it's also very easy when you're doing this to get confused because the symbols are small. There's a lot of them, and you're trying to keep track, and you're kind of bouncing all around. I do think if I had it to do again, and I may do this before I finish the rest of the sections, I should make the sections smaller just because that's easier on your brain and your eyes instead of being kind of confronted with this whole big section. I wanted to do big sections because I wanted to feel like I was getting something done, but it kind of defeats the purpose if I get overwhelmed because I'm giving myself too much to do. So as you can see, I still have plenty left to do. I think I've got maybe a sixth of the canvas done at this point, minus my little square that isn't finished. And the sections I'm doing are just this, for the most part, the size of my release papers. That one's kind of hanging off the edge a bit, and they overlap, but for the most part, pretty much the size of a release paper was the sections that I'm doing. So, but I am really just loving the flow and the kind of melding of the colors in all of this. So I can't wait to see what it turns out like when I get the whole thing finished. It kind of makes me even more excited for the other Josephine Wall that I have, as well as the Heaven and Earth designs that I have ordered that I hope to get to someday in the future when I've had some sleep, because that is what is on my agenda right now. That is going to catch some sleep because I am super duper tired. Hope you guys found this interesting. I enjoyed challenging myself. I had a couple of people suggest that I do it live. I'm not set up for that yet, but I will consider it next time because I have a feeling this won't be the last one that I do. I may not go for 24 hours again, but it would certainly be interesting, maybe just to even do a whip and chat live so that we could all work on projects while we chit chat. So let me know your thoughts on this canvas, on the 24-hour challenge, on live whip and chats, or just anything else that strikes your mind. I love to hear from you guys, and I want to thank you so much for supporting me and supporting my little channel and letting me do this thing that I love so much. Thanks, guys.